Plummer Black 2D drafting AutoCAD create பண்ணுவோம். New a CAD ISO template ஐ select செய்வோம். Now set the limit first. Limit size setting செய்துள்ளோம். The lower left corner is 00 by default. The upper right corner is 300, 300. Okay. Let's zoom and all. Okay. Let's start using line. Type L. Okay. Give somewhere here. Somewhat. Okay. 20, 20. Let's give 20, 20. Okay. This line is created now. Now draw a line at a length of starting point 20, 20, 20 at a length of 104 at 0 angle. Okay, it's a straight horizontal line. Let's stop it there. Let's draw another line by selecting the starting point 24, 14. Somewhere goes up. Okay, let's leave it. Let's draw a line from end of this point at the distance of 14 mm. Okay, at 90 degrees default. Okay, again 5 mm at 0 angle. Okay, we have created or not? Specify the next. Okay. Oh, we have selected. We entered the wrong. Oh. Draw a line from this point at 14 length at an angle of 90, and then 5 mm at an angle of 0. Okay. Now again let's draw a line at 45 degrees at 0 angle. Okay, then with 54 mm height means 90 degree angle, and 26 mm horizontal line means 0 degree. Okay, and then 16 mm downward means 270 degrees. 4 mm horizontal line at 0 angle. Okay, another 4 mm at 270. It goes down. Stop it there. Okay, let's draw a line from this end to that until delete these segments. Now looks nice. Okay, draw another line starting from here at 14 mm 90 degrees. Okay, and this goes up 4 mm at 135 degrees. Okay, again some 8 mm at 90 degrees. Stop it there. Let's see how it works. Okay, draw an arc starting point end of this. I give end point E and select the end point here and choose R for radius. Enter radius 24. Okay, it looks nice. Now let's save it. Okay, let's replace this. Yes, we have drawn this basic symmetric feature of left side. Let's create a feature for assembling the nut. This is a hole. We start with the line. Some are here. Okay, let's start. We are from 72, 20. Okay, at distance of 8 mm, 90 degrees. Okay, again 6 mm, 0 angle. Okay, go somewhere like 65 at 90 degrees. Okay, and then again 14 mm at an angle of 0, come down by 65 to 70, right? Okay, go in this direction 6 mm and down by 8 mm. Let's keep it like that. Let's trim this edges. Select trimming objects. Okay, okay. I wait. We leave this. Enter it. Extra. This is good. The basic. And draw a line to give this circular cross section. Drawn. Then this is for slat. Okay, let's try a line from 30, 20 on perpendicular to, or otherwise let's give a line some 36, 20 and draw a perpendicular line at 14 mm length. Okay, then offset this line by 20 mm. Okay, this side. These are all the left side symmetric feature of the block or body, Plummer block body. Let's mirror it. Mirror this portion of the part. Okay, by taking the center line of the mirror, this one, enter it. Now we got the basic structure of the Plummer block body. Let's draw the cap somewhere here. Start with the circle somewhere here, and at a radius by default, but by radius 48 mm, and again one more circle by choosing the center point of this at a radius of 24 mm. Okay, now let's draw a line choosing the center point and upward by 8 mm 90. Okay, and go up to this. Okay, 24. Yeah, okay. To the circle edge and give another 4 mm to 0. Okay, go up by 16 mm 90 degree angle and go this side by 26 mm 0 angle, and then again up by at 90 degrees 12 mm. Okay, go back at 108 mm in the 180 degrees, that means here. Then down by 12 mm means 270 degree angle. Okay, and then go back 26 mm 0 angle and down by 16 mm 270 angle. Okay, go 4 mm will work. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise you can select. Okay, this one is goes up. That's where the problem comes. Okay, undo it. Let's go some 10 mm at 0 degrees. Okay, Now the another feature we have to create for the set screw. Draw a line, select somewhere here, and go for 16 mm at 70 degrees downward. Okay, and then 1 mm at 0 angle. Okay, and then it goes down further by 8 mm. Okay, and then it goes 8 mm is 2 mm, 6 mm 0 angle. Okay, 8 mm upward, and then 1 mm horizontal left right side, and up by 16 mm 90 degrees. Let's close it. Okay, then let's move this. Let's move this. Select object, enter, choose the midpoint, which is pointed by the triangle symbol, and go to this quadrant symbol. Okay, enter it. Now it seems okay. Let's extend it. Okay, extend extend, select objects. Okay, here it's okay. Then we need to trim it. Enter, select the extending object, and this object, let's delete it. And the same way, let's delete this object and trim this. Okay, enter, trim it. Looks nice. Okay, then let's trim the major stuffs. Trim TR, select the objects that are guides for trimming. Okay, enter. Okay, enter. Let's delete these stuffs. Okay, let's trim, select object, this one and this one. Let's meet our. Okay, then let's delete this. Okay, that is separate element, I think. Let's delete this. Okay, it looks fine. There it's going. Let's delete this. It's not deleting. Let's delete these two elements. This is deletable. This is deletable. And again, trim this, trim it. Let's delete it. This cannot be deleted. Trim it. Select the trimming edges. Trim it. But it's not come symmetric. This is where some problem is there. We're given some wrong. Okay. This may be wrong. Move this from center of this. Okay, somewhere like this, but something's wrong. The picture itself. Okay, let's correct it later. Oh, okay. Let's correct it later. This line somewhere, it should come here at 90 degrees. Okay, let's delete this. We extend this, but we should do it exactly. Then trim it, trimming edge. Okay, again here, trim it, trimming edge. Okay, let's see. This is okay. And again, let's draw a line pointing to this, pointing to this. Okay, and vertically upward, perpendicular to that upper horizontal line, 12 mm. Okay, offset by 20 mm. Right side, no, offset by 14 mm. Select offset, enter it, and let's select these two lines and mirror it. Mirror the object, select the objects to mirror. Okay, select the objects to mirror. Okay, enter it, and select this center line. It will work. Somewhere it's wrong. See, we have mismanaged it. Okay, let's mirror it and select these two objects and center of this to this. That part we have created some features wrong. Okay, let's create a bolt. Draw a line. Okay, somewhere from here and up by 5 mm. Okay, at a 0 angle at 90 degrees. Okay, it goes down by 6 mm, 180 degree, and then 96 mm upward. Okay, again in 12 it goes 12 mm, 180 degrees, and 96 down. Okay, and 96 down. Okay, 96 down, right? Again we have done a mistake. Let's do it carefully. Draw a line command, pick up this point and 5 mm 90 degrees. Okay, and then it is 6 mm 180 degrees. Okay, and then 96 mm 90 degrees and 12 mm 180 degrees, and then 96 to 70, correct, and 6 mm 180, and then down by 5 mm 270. Okay, let's close it. We don't need to close it, skip it. Then draw an arc. From this point we'll choose the end point. Okay, give radius And radius, let us take it some 42 will work. Okay, save it, and then let's move it to its position. Right here also we have to be very careful. Let's see, move it, move this by selecting okay, midpoint of this. That's why we should not have deleted this. Somewhat there's midpoints. Okay, closer. Okay, but it should go up. Undo, we escape, undo it, undo it. This line, let's keep it. Redo. Oh, push. Okay. Let's keep this line for time being. Okay, so that it aligns perfectly. Move this object from center of this to the center of this. It looks nice. Okay, then mirror it by selecting the bolt alone, the edges of the bolt. Okay. No. Okay. Enter it. Choose this point as mirror line. Align perfectly. Okay. Let's create now some two different types of bolts from the design requirements. Try a line. First bolt, let's draw to 24. Let us keep it 24 at 0, and at the width of 12. It's 90 degree up. Again 12, 180. Undo 24 and 180. Let's see, close it. Again one more line. Draw this line at 24, 0, and this time it's 8 mm upward. Okay, and then 24, the reverse direction, close it. Okay, these two bolts. Let us give some fillets. Give radius of minimum 1.5 mm. Let's take multiple so that we can give in 8 places. Okay. This will give a shape of heart. Okay. Enter it. Let's restrict with these features. Okay, first let's move the bigger nut from the center point to this approximate. Okay, approximately center point. Somewhat okay. And then again move this small part from midpoint to its midpoint. It aligns perfectly. Now mirror it. Mirror these stuffs. Mirror it. Okay, mirror these two nuts. Mirror these two nuts. Install other features. These two nuts. Okay, by selecting the mirror line, enter it. It's come. This is what. Okay, another thing. Let's trim it. Let's trimming object. Select the trimming object. Okay, enter it. Delete it. Okay, it looks nice. This is what our plumber block 2D assembly drawing. And if you want to give the hatch patterns of the cross section, we can give in this region by choosing ANSI 0°. You give it in this region. It's not adopted. This region, okay. Okay, this region are sectional views. This one is not closed. Why? Because of the boundary is not closed. Okay, let's try to close this boundary. Okay, I cheat. Select this, enter it. Now it looks nice. Okay, let's give some basic dimensions by selecting linear. This overall dimension is 208. That's fine. And then this height is 68 mm. It's fine. Then this height is 14 mm. That looks nice. Then this cap is 5 mm. This looks nice. And then the radius of this is 48, and then radius of this is 24, and then radius of this is again 24. Okay, basically we outlined something. Okay, let's leave it this in this position. This is what our basic 2D drafting of plumber block assembly in AutoCAD. Thank you for watching.